Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of Dweeb and the Mechanitor here, where it's entirely possible I haven't thought things through. I know that comes as a shock to regular viewers, but it's entirely possible I've jumped into something without really exploring the ramifications of it. So we've taken the SS gift box here out for a bit of a spin with Dweeb and a few other folks here, and we were promised a map full of gold. Yep, an abundant map full of gold, and what we've got is a map full of bugs. So we've landed deep in the heart of Bugtown. There is nothing but bugs anywhere here, and the bit I didn't really think through was our engines are damaged, our thrusters are damaged here, and I have no ability to repair them. Nor do I have like any components or any steel or anything like that. I mean, I do technically have the ability to repair them. I just don't have the stuff I need to do it. And getting the stuff I need to do it, I'm gonna have to go deep into the heart of Bugtown. What I'd like to do is just leave. This map is horrible and nobody should ever live here. I'd like to just leave, but we can't do that. We have no ability to do that. Now, there are some components kicking around here, but all of them are surrounded by bugs. So we're going to kind of see how this goes. What I'm going to start with is making an area. Now, Space Camel Alpha, which is now the SS gift box, has its own zone. So we're going to try expanding the zone to only incorporate the areas in which I would like them to go, which is less buggy than the rest of the map. So you can go over here. Don't go anywhere over here. Any other components I can immediately see? No. And we do have some boxes of like chem fuel. Explosives crate. No, wait, that's not chem fuel at all. Well, it might be, but how about we don't pick at that? You were mistaken, Dave. That looks like a box of chem fuel. It's actually just a huge box that goes boom. So we won't do that one. We won't do that one. I'm a little, boy, I'd love to just leave. I would love to just get the heck out of here right now. Now, I might need some steel for those repairs. Is there any pockets of steel that don't live with a giant pack of bugs? The answer is a broad no. No. There's some up there. Is that okay? That's moderately buggy, but let's see if we can just get a little bit of this in here without attracting these guys' attention. Super. This is awesome. Everything is fun right now. We need people on, like, #1 mining. Chella, welcome to the team here. And Baby, I brought you on specifically because you're useless. And I would like to make you more useful. So you're going to be doing nothing but mining right now. We're going to very tentatively turn the game on and then also make sure, Dave, that everyone is within those zones, including the mechs. Thank you very much. Only go there. Do not go anywhere else. Now, what we're also going to need is a little bit of power to keep ourselves going. Again, I don't have the materials to do that. We've got the one chem fuel generator. I'm going to have to see how that goes. I did bring a lot of chem fuel. So at bare minimum, we've got a good bit of fuel for the return trip, but I'm also going to need that for my generator to keep the lights on and the food frozen and the whatnot. Okay, let's optimistically get things moving here and kind of see how this goes. The only plan right now is to get the thrusters fixed and get the heck out of here, like immediately. I thought at the end of the last one I might go on a little extermination mission and just try and take everything out, but I mean, look at this nonsense. This is just ridiculous. Everybody here will die. There is no scenario where we win here. This is just a slaughter. Even with the Militors, I mean, the Militors will be the first to go. And then what? What? There's a fire. Where is there a fire? Is there a fire back home? Okay, it's a fire at home. Actually, it's a pretty important fire, guys. Guys, this is a pretty important fire. If everyone could just get up and then go put out some fires, please. Thank you. Yeah, if you could all just go put out the fires. Okay, thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. I kind of... Guy, Lumpy, Beta, you're sort of the de facto leader here right now, Beta. I need to be somewhere else. Okay, I can't really, Beta, I can't really take a lot of time with you today. So I need, team, Beta is in charge. Okay? Beta's in charge, Everybody just listen to Beta. Now, Beta, what I need from you is for me to not be here. I've got to keep an eye on Dweeb and the gang over in the middle of Bugtown. So I need a degree of independent thought, Beta, and self-sufficiency. You just make components, there's hydroponics, there's plenty of food, there's tons of food up here. By the way, is anyone here doing cooking? Not as such, no. Witty, you're broadly competent at that. Why don't you be number one on cooking while Dweeb is away? Yeah, I know you're into fishing. I know you love the fishing, but you can just kind of keep the food going while I am anywhere but where I am right now. Okay, I need the team to get... They're all asleep. They're all asleep. Okay, you guys better not stray very far at all. Is anything here made out of steel? It's limestone. That's definitely not steel. I'd love to find just like one thing made out of steel that we could deconstruct rather than having to go mining for it. What is this? That's slate. That's useless to me. Absolutely useless. Cella's up. Cella, what are you doing? You're wandering. Could you maybe do some mining? You're supposed to be like number one on mining, dude. You're in the right area, right? Yeah, you're in Space Camel Alpha. Oh, can you not quite get past that thing? Okay, hang on. I'm going to have to redo the zone here. Just like you're allowed to go there, okay? You're supposed to be able to go into forbidden areas to get to, like, allowed areas. I don't know what your problem is. An ancient mining charge. No. No, don't do that at all. Cella, hang on. What's your problem here? Oh, Dave, you haven't actually told them to mine it. Dave, you didn't actually tell them to mine it. What's this? Does this go boom? Yeah, everything on this map either explodes or eats us. This is a terrible map. We're leaving so quickly here. I really got to keep an eye on the gang, though, because baby, where are you going? If they attract the attention of those bugs, we're all dead. It's going to be a really, really bad time. Okay, we're getting some things done here. I'm really mostly counting on Cella. Why is Baby not doing anything? You're sky dreaming. Could you maybe, like, focus over here? Yeah, mine that compacted machinery. I know you're terrible at it, but that's kind of the point of this little mission, is that you're going to get better at things, primarily mining, because mining is always a good skill to have. All right, we're pulling some components. I'm hoping the Constructo bots can kind of deal with whatever the problem is here. I'm hoping, is it steel? Can you tell me what you're missing? Not as such. I don't immediately see something here that says, here's what you're missing. I know it's not functional. I know it's broken down. I don't know what the problem is. And where did I actually see that steel? Because I didn't actually tell them to mine that. This is a dangerous one. Those bugs over here might notice somebody here. What if I built a... Hang on. What if I built a quick wall here? Just so they wouldn't see us. I know they could get around it. I'm not saying they can't attack us. But if they don't see us, they're not going to attack us. They actually might not. With this outcropping here, combined with this here, we'd really have to go into that area for them to see us. We're going to take a shot at this. Cella's in. Cella's like, yes, I cannot wait to get off this map. This is the worst map I've ever seen. And speaking of getting off this map, what is our time frame on that? Where's my launch thing here? 5.9 days. Okay, if we can just get the things we need to repair the thrusters, I will just have them camp out in the SS gift box for 5.9 days. Who's starving? Cella? We'll go get something to eat. We've got plenty of food, dude. We've got tons of food. There's like so much food here. Way more food than we could ever need. Go get a packaged survival meal. Royal Tribute Collector we're going to completely ignore. We're going to pay no attention to that whatsoever. Who has heat stroke? People at home and people here. That's mildly fussy, isn't it? All right, Cella, you happy now? There you go. Get some food. I'm not telling you can't get food here. I'm not seeing anything getting repaired. That's mildly concerning because we're bringing in steel and we've done hunter drones. Okay, cool. Slam everything into pause mode. We'll have a look at that in a sec. We'll definitely think about that. I've got a lot of other things going on right now, which is getting off this map. That's my only function right now is to get off this map. How about we did what exactly? Deep drilling might be an idea. There might be some good stuff on our home map that I'm not aware of. Sure, you know what? Just do it. Just because I can't really think of anything else to do right now, so just go ahead and do that. Dweeb, see, you brought in some pemmican in your pocket. Chully, you should have done that. Then you wouldn't be whining about starving all the time. We need a meal source. No, we don't, I assure you. We do not. Hey, Dweeb, just for having funsies, cannot replace outside allowed area. Oh, yeah, the thrusters are technically kind of outside the area, aren't they? In a vague, weird sort of sense. So expand that to include this and this. Sorry, guys. It's all going to come together, guys. We're going to repair the thrusters. Yes, we're repairing the thrusters. I'm so happy. I don't even know, did I need materials for that? I assume I did. Yeah, they're going in to get some components. Okay, so the bot just got a component there to go repair this thing. All right, so phase 1 of Operation We Need to Get the Heck Out of Bugtown is going well, in that the thrusters are now repaired. Now, I just need to... Well, I don't really need to do anything at all. Hang on. How much fuel is in my tank? Tank is full. Tank is totally full. So maybe we don't poke the bear, and by the bear, I mean the bug. Maybe we don't poke the bug. Maybe we just don't do anything at all. There's components over here. I was promised gold. I don't see any gold here. I even searched for gold before I started recording here. It shows no gold on the map, so I'm sure it's probably within a mountain somewhere. But we're not worried about that. We're just getting the heck out of here. So with these repaired and with the tank full, we're just, that's it. That's all I really need, honestly. That's all I really need. So let's just go ahead and change this up a little bit. Don't worry about we're not going anywhere near here. Just get rid of all of this. Thank you. However, I'll give you a little room to run. So you could like go here. That's it. In fact, I'm not even confident about that. What if a bug sees us from up there? What if a bug sees us? Because I'm not going to be paying attention. I never do. But I'm going to tentatively go back to home base here and just kind of get a feel for what's going on. Oh, these are coming in nicely. Hang on, an exotic goods trader. From where? From here? Okay. Well, hang on. Butch has done inspired taming. I don't suppose there's any tigers on the map, are there? No, not a one. Not a one. All right. I need an unsterilized tiger in the reasonably near future. Where are you guys? You're coming in from here. Okay, who that's here can talk at all? Stillwater, you're actually very, very good. So why don't you go chit-chat to these people? Where's your trader? There we go. I don't really think I've got a lot to sell, but maybe I can come up with something. I don't think we've made any hardcore narcotics recently, which is usually your path to profit. Do you have any unsterilized tigers? You do not. You've got 2 donkeys. Okay. What could I sell you? Not much. Not much at all. I'm not selling you any books. I like the books. I've got nothing. I really have nothing to sell these people. Oh, they've got an architect leg. Boy, that'd be handy. Well, footy, anyway. Do you have any, like, good books? What have you got there? Recreation, construction, that's very good. This is obviously going to be plants. Oh, they've got, I love the exotic goods traders. They've got so many good things that I cannot afford. I've got 887 gold. Barely worth it. I do see I'm very low on components here. That was kind of one of the points of our little SS gift box mission, is that I don't have a lot of components. We're making our own, but it's a bit time consuming. I don't know that there's much here I really want. I wouldn't mind that construction one. What was the construction book? Yeah. How much is that? 170? Okay. I'll spend that. I don't think there's really anything else here I can afford. Ancient infested settlement. I think I'm already at it, actually. Where do you think it is? Because I think I'm already here. And what was that? When you say infested, I'm assuming you mean bugs. Because that's what infested says to me. That's pretty far away. It's not completely far away, but that's pretty far away. Let me check in on the gang here. Yeah, you guys could just kind of wander around. You do have a lot of, like, recreation stuff, and by a lot, I mean you've got a poker table. That's actually it. That's pretty much all you've got there. I should maybe get a TV for this room. That'd be a nice idea for the gang there. But you got... we don't really need 2 tables here, do we? I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have, but I could put other recreation things in there. In fact, that might give the gang something to do. So if we said, destroy this table, and then destroy... Actually, don't destroy those chairs yet. What if we took down a few trees and we built a chess table in here? So, like those. Just take down, like, those trees in there. Yeah, the Agrahan's on that. The Agrahan's all about that. And then we'll put a chess table in, because these guys are going to be sitting here for a while. Do I feel I need to address the power issue? Because it seems like we're maintaining power here. The batteries are full. I've got still an amount of chem fuel, quite a bit, actually. I'm doing pretty good on the chem fuel. So I think we'll probably just leave that as is. I was going to throw up some solar panels or something like that, but I think we'll just leave everything exactly as is. And then put a chess table up, and then just move these chairs. So reinstall that one, and then reinstall this one like this. There you go, gang. Now you can play poker or chess. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. Or you can just sit on the couch. I'd like to say you can read a book, but we didn't actually bring any books. Not a one. And we'll bring home some wood. I mean, what the heck. Now what? These guys are just going to sit here. What are we down to? 4.9 days. Okay, I'm just going to leave them there and kind of check in at home. I think they're going to be broadly fine. He says optimistically, but not really convinced about that. Any interesting things going on here? Okay, the potatoes are ready to harvest. Do we have someone doing that here? Because we don't have Agrahans. Not really. Actually, not really. Witty, why don't you just be, like, #1 on that? I know you're broadly terrible at it, but it'll build your skill a little bit, and it'll give you something to do, because we're missing we're missing all of our bots, obviously. They kind of came with us. Now, what was the point? I've forgotten what we needed to get this tunneler thing. 150 steel. Okay. 75 plasteel. That's where I'm lacking. Hang on. Is that trade thing still here? I have no idea how I'm going to afford this, but I think you guys have got some plasteel. Where's your trader? Where did your trader go? Guys, where's your trader? No, none of these people. Oh, there he is. I see him. Go see if he's got any plasteel. Because I'd like to make this tunneler thing. I'm assuming it's a mining bot. I'd like to see if I can get that. Wow, these guys are heavily armed. These guys are not playing around. Holy McMoly. How am I going to afford this? How the heck am I going to afford plasteel? Yeah, you do have it. If I said I wanted to buy all of it. Nope, no chance in heck. Okay, how about if I wanted to buy, like, 50? That's $479. Okay, is there anything at all that I have that has any value? Apart from the gold. I don't want to sell any more gold. That's getting down to a low number there. No, just take it, because I really need that plasteel. I don't. I mean, I'm only going to do is build a mining bot, and I can already kind of do mining. I mean, people do mining, but I'd like to get it. I've had it on the cards for ages. I'd like to get it. So I had 48. I just bought 50. So there's my plasteel covered. What else did I need for this nonsense? Trade caravan's leaving. Thank you, guys. Thanks for taking all my money. 75 plasteel, 4 components, and 1 subcore. Okay, is that the one that I have? A standard subcore? Yeah, standard subcore. Okay, so when we get back, we should be able to put all that together. We should be able to put that together just fine. What's Baby's problem these days, apart from the fact that I've got you trapped in a very, very small area? Lumpy's on a work frenzy. That's fun. You need a meditation spot. I know. You always need a meditation spot there. Have a couple of them. Everybody likes a good meditation spot. I know you hate your bedroom. I know you hate everything. We've struck compacted steel. Where? Oh, over here. Okay. Wow. I've wrecked this mountain. Just torn this mountain to shreds. Good. Good. Well, I mine the entire vein then. I need steel. I need everything. I've got 1,634 steel, but that's not nearly enough. I like to have an extra decimal point attached to that whenever possible. Okay, where's Raphael these days? Are you still nude? Are you still naked? Yeah, you're just the head wrap and nothing else. Boy, you're just a peach. You are an ascetic, right? Okay, you are. Yes, you're wicked happy that you got a completely terrible bedroom. Yeah, awful bedroom. +5. Yeah, Stillwater is often rambling. You're right about that. Yep, scarce animals. Yep, we've killed most of them. That's why they're scarce. We're driving them into extinction. Anything left on the map either explodes or fights back, or both. Except for that one rabbit. I'll leave the one rabbit. Somebody has to tell the story to the other rabbits. I see some of my hardcore narcotics are coming in soon. 98% grown. That's not going to be very much, though, is it? Boy, if I'd had a lot of hardcore narcotics, a lot of freelance pharmaceuticals, I could have cleaned up on that exotic goods trader. Got a lot of cotton growing up here, which is nice. That's fun, but not exactly what I need. All right, what if anything can I be doing? How's the art game going? That's witty. Okay. Dweeb's gone on an insulting spree. That's fine. It's going to be confined to a very small area. I hope you know that. If you guys could not freak out, by the way, because when you freak out, you're allowed to go into forbidden areas, and I can't control you, and you're going to get killed by a bug. Just saying. Just giving you a little heads up there. A little tip. A little advice from me to you. If you freak out, and I can't control you, and you wander into the bug caves, I cannot help you. And, by the way, P.S., I'm probably not going to send anyone to help you, because they'll all die. Everyone here will die. And if Dweeb freaks out and goes outside the allowed areas, then I don't believe we can control the Militors. So you're all kind of done at that point. Deep drilling is already done. Okay, cool. We'll do the combo part to that, the ground-penetrating scanner. Deep drilling is useless. Is anyone else but me confused as to why we learned the deep drilling before we learned the ground-penetrating scanner? Cart before the horse. Cart before the horse. It's always been that way. Don't know why. Never understood that. But we got to get the... everyone's sad because Dweeb is just confined to a small area insulting them. Like, he doesn't even have to go anywhere. He can just yell at people. Wraith, you suck. Chella, you totally suck. Baby, you're useless. This is all Dweeb's doing all day with his little Star Trek Next Generation helmet on there. I'm going to go back to more positive territory here. Lumpy, you're well into that. You're already getting going on that. Good for you, kid. Oh, goodness, we're all going to die here. We're all going to die. Hey, Witty, what are you doing? You're training Tony. Yeah, you are very good with animals. Hang on. Chella's beating up somebody. Wow, it's all gone wrong. Yeah, it's all gone horribly wrong. This is what happened. I've basically put these guys in prison, and then I'm shocked when they're beating each other up. They're confined only to this area. Wraith, you are tending to Chella. Yeah, that's why I brought a doctor and some medicine. I knew we were going to get injured. I just didn't know we'd be injuring ourselves. Well, you know what? If nothing else, this will keep you guys satisfied for a while. Baby's about to freak out. What are your problems? Advanced starvation? Go eat something. What exactly is stopping you from eating something? Hang on. I know what's stopping you from eating something. I know exactly what... We have an assignment for that, don't we? Yeah, you're all on don't eat the travel food. Eat whatever you want. Just everybody eat whatever you want. I gotta stop fussing with that. It's overcomplicating the process. Just eat whatever the heck you want. Now everybody's happy. Okay, I would like to say you could go back in and erase your comments as to why nobody was eating the food that we brought. But no, seriously, leave your comments up because YouTube loves engagement. And every time you comment, YouTube thinks this video is slightly better than it was before you commented. So please don't ever erase them. Just don't. Yes, I got it now. Thank you. All right, the Alpha Thrumbo thing is gone. That's totally fine. Yes, that's why nobody was eating unless I told them to. Well, that'll keep people calm a little bit. Now they can actually eat the food that we brought with them. Yeah, I set that up because I didn't want people at home eating the packaged survival meals because I want to take those on the trip. But it's just overcomplicated, the game, hasn't it? It's just overcomplicated things. All right. Fun. Right. What I do want to do at home is have an area to land the SS gift box that is within our boundaries, so when the raiders come, and they invariably will, they're not going to immediately attack my ship, because they'll go for the thrusters and they'll go for the cooler for the freezer. I've got quite a bit of slate. How about we started working on that? So what if we did a slate wall, sort of like this? Yeah, do this, and then come all the way over here, and then come down here into that. Because I want to make sure I got enough room here to do, like, some more bedrooms as we need them. But go ahead and start putting all of that together. You're going to need some kind of door into there. So let's do, I don't know, just a slate. How about just a regular steel door? Actually, steel, pretty easy to get through. What do I have that's beefy around here? Granite. That'll do the job. Ain't nobody get... hi! Wow, we've already done that. Holy moly, you are smart. I don't know, just do a harpsichord because I can't think of anything else right now. I'll come back to that in a sec. I just want to make sure I get this door up before I forget about it. So granite door could go right there. And we'll land the SS gift box in here. What is this for? It's a dumping stockpile zone. Vagabonds wish for arms. No. Just hard no. Wait, what do you mean they accepted the requested items? What did we say? What did we give them? I didn't authorize that. Dweeb, what did you give these people? I completed this quest. Dweeb, are you giving out our stuff? Or oh, you know what? I bet they died. I bet the completion, and I'm absolutely using air quotes about that, was them dying to bugs. They probably wandered into a bug nest. Okay, never mind. Back to work here. So we can land the SS gift box here. I'm going to just move, effectively, this dumping stockpile zone out here. And we'll just copy what I don't even know what's in here. I don't care. Just paste it to there, and then just delete this. There we go. Okay. Relations have gone from something to something. They basically hate us. That's fine. Most people hate us around here, except the Royals. The Royals are the only people who like us. Beta, what are you up to? What are you doing? Are you making more components? Oh, you're making more components. Awesome. Cool. We've got 25 here. There are a few at home. Or I say at home. There are a few on the ship. And there's more I could get, but I just don't want to press my luck here. I don't want to go anywhere near any of those caves. This has been a terrible idea. What we're going to do is go back home in how many days? 3.3 days. Refuel. Restock as much as I need to. I mean, we barely used anything here. Butch is fighting with somebody. Good job, team. Good job. Everybody hates everybody in this colony. Everybody hates everybody. Dweeb, you seem to be very banged up. What is your deal? You've lost a finger, but I think we already knew about that. Malnutrition. Yeah, sorry, you're allowed to eat food. Sorry about that. I totally told you to not ever eat food. And then I was shocked when you're all starving to death. Really, guys? You went for the pemmican over the packaged survival meals? Are they that bad? Those are pretty bad meals. Wait, just check this one more time, because you're not sure, are you? Let's edit this. Do we... Okay, no hemogen, that's fine. And are we allowed... Yeah, we're allowing all meals, right? All meals are allowed. Okay, you guys made a choice to eat the pemmican. That's cool. If you want a little beef jerky, that's fine. I know, guys, there's nothing to do here. I get it. That's why we put the chess table up. Okay, you guys can play some chess. Or some poker. Why don't you write a book? Then you could have a book in here. You're going to be here for a few days. Write up a leaflet or something. Colonicidal. Yes, I imagine they are. Smog, how are things going down here? Beta's healing you guys up. Harpsichord, wow, what did that take? A second and a half? Holy moly. I don't know, xenogenetics, sure. Do it. I mean, I didn't immediately plan to start ripping the genes out of people, but I always like to leave that option on the table. There are visitors here who might have some items to trade. That's cool. I don't have anything to trade. I basically spent all of my money at this point. This is going to go very, very slowly because we don't have our bots and we don't have, a third of our team here. So I'm not expecting them to put this up immediately. Just more something for them to poke at over time. And how are the components coming? How many did I tell you to make? 40. Okay. That's an acceptable amount of components. And then where are we at on doing anything else? Hi, relationship. Okay. We'll look at that. I should get into advanced fabrication when we're done with whatever it is we're doing. Hang on, a warg's hunting Tony. Tony, get him. Where is this in relation to everything else? Raphael, Stillwater, can you kind of pull in here? Actually, are either of you armed? You're not armed. Why are you not armed? You've dropped a gun at some point, haven't you? Stillwater, you've got a gun. Okay, so, Tony, you want to, turn around and shoot the thing? There we go. Okay, Warg Revenge, sure, broadly, yes. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, the Warg is still revenging. Raphael's gonna go down, isn't he? Whoa, tiger. Tony, you maybe want to get in on this? Attack! Attack that thing, right there. Attack that. Okay, don't. Stillwater's gonna go down, right? Okay, Stillwater, why don't you peel back and actually use a gun? Never mind, we've dealt with the problem. Okay, could you melee attack that thing to death? You're off duty. You're all terrible at everything. This colony. What is the problem here? The lover of witty. Oh, really? Well, that's fun. Maybe we'll take you prisoner. Would you like that? Oh, hang on. I'm gonna come back to those guys in a sec. Stillwater, can you just kind of finish this thing off? Oh my God, you're so terrible. Stillwater, peel back. Anytime now, thank you. Shoot the thing. Shoot it. Okay, there we go. Now, allow that. Hey, Raphael, my nudist, could you get a gun, please? Because you're woefully unarmed. Where do I put my weapons in this colony? I know I've always got special shelves for my weapons. There they are. They're down there. Geez, what do I have? Bow. No, go away. Sure, get a pump shotgun. It seems like the sort of thing a nudist would like to use. So, talk to me about this whole Witty's lover thing. Where do they go these days? Don't immediately see them. No, that's Stillwater, who's heavily injured. Now, maybe they already wandered off. They might have. They might have already buggered off. Okay, go back to the team over here. That was a very silly thing. Why couldn't the tiger have handled that? Medical treatment. Yes, I'm sure there is medical treatment needed. How bagged up are you? Oh, you're going to be dead in 10 hours. Neat. Beta, I've got kind of a full hospital here. Could you start working? Start with the nudist, and then just kind of go from there. Beta, you in? Yeah, Beta's in. Okay, that's fine. And then Stillwater's going to be right behind. No, don't go far, kid. Don't go far. Stillwater's here. Yeah, if you could tend to Stillwater, thank you. Thank you. Just, yep, get that done. Lumpy tearing through research. Lumpy, are you the smartest person on the planet? Wow, you sure are. You're even genetically smart at this. That's excellent. Okay, so research, well, we'll be tearing through a little bit of research right now. Right, the hospital is basically full. Beta's in charge of, well, Lumpy, really. Lumpy and Witty are the only two people doing anything around here. What is Witty doing? You're consuming a fine meal. Okay, that's fun. We are sewing this, right? Yeah, it's just my good plant people aren't here. Witty's trying to keep up, but he's really, really terrible at this. Dweeb, how are you feeling these days? You feeling a little better after your freak out? Now that you're allowed to eat food? Could somebody feed him, by the way? Cannot romance Dweeb. No, you don't want to. He's not a fan. He's not into that sort of thing at all. He's a loner, and I've surrounded him by many, 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 many people. What's the countdown here? 2.6 days. 2.6 days, and we are the heck out of here. I'm never coming back. Well, I'd like to say I'm never coming back here ever again. I can't come back here ever again. This map will be burned the second that we leave. If I come back to the same tile, I assume it would theoretically be different in some way, because it's generated every time. Is there anything... No. The answer is no, Dave. Before you even form the question, the answer is no. Don't go anywhere on this map, or we will attract bugs, and then we will all die. So just don't. Just stay right inside the SS gift box and the small area surrounding it, and that's all we're going to do. We got a small handful of components out of this and a little bit of steel, and that is about the best we're going to get. You know what? We can have these berries. Go ahead, harvest those berries. I dare you. You give the bot something to do, if nothing else. You know what, though? Apart from the fact the kid is drawing on the floor, with a cleaning bot and this small area, at least this place is spotless. Okay, it's a very, very clean environment. And you know, I should make this into a medical bed, since we don't need it for colonists. There we go. Dweeb hopped right over. That'll get you healing up a tiny little bit faster. Good. Excellent. Let me go back to the home team here. Who's still in the hospital? All of you, basically. All of you. You're such a bunch of dopes sometimes. I gotta get you a kidney at some point. I don't really know how to do that. You've lost a lot of bits to frostbite. It's because you're naked. And you've just been kind of messed up by a warg. Things are going great. The warg's here, though. So at least we've got that working in our favor. The warg is here. Witty's trying to make some food, which is nice. At least keep up the meals there. Although we've got a good contingency of meals. We've got 83 meals here right now. Little tiny bit of tea for the people who are genetically dependent on that. What is that? Oh, it's a bass. Okay, it's a fish. There's a party. Who is having a party in here? Really? We're going to have a party? Who's going to the party? Lumpy? Everyone else is in the hospital. We're training tigers, though. That's good. We failed, but we are training tigers. Now we're going to get out of the hospital to have a party over here. In the dark. Next to this slightly ominous obelisk here. So, good job, team. Well done. Well done. I'm going to go back and check in on the other guys. Thank you. What's my countdown? 2.1 days. Oh, it cannot come soon enough. We are so out of here. Dweeb, I think I kind of need you healed up when we launch. I'm pretty sure you're our pilot. Yeah, you're broadly going to be okay pretty soon. You got a couple of bruises, but you'll shake that off, especially now you're in a hospital bed. Again, that'll have you healing up slightly faster than you used to. I kind of want to start blowing up the boxes, but I don't, because that would be very, very, very stupid. So we won't be doing that. Nothing else to do here. You know what? You can go get that medicine. Let's just make sure that's in the zone. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can go get that. Any other medicine around here? Not really. No, let's not push it. Let's not do that at all. Yeah, Wraith's it. Wraith, you want to actually grab that? Just for saying. Oh, Chella's on it. Okay, yeah, it gives Chella something to do. Chella's like, thank God I've got something to do around here. I'm going to pick up this medicine and then put it somewhere else. And Dweeb's up. Okay, Dweeb, what are you doing? I mean, you're not doing anything. You're just meditating. But at least you're up and about. Good. So go back to the home. Pigs join. Where? Up here. Neat. Fun. We've done xenogenetics. Slam it into pause mode. I've got pigs to deal with. Slam everything into pause mode. Just do an auto door for right now. I've got pigs. So, cool. What do I think my plan is for pigs? I need things. How much wood do we have? Wow, we have no wood either. I need my full team back. We're kind of not doing great. But then, honestly, Dweeb's colony's never really done great. It's always been a bit of a hodgepodge. Out here would kind of make a vague degree of sense. Here's my plan. We're gonna move some zones around. Because I'm seeing a really good opportunity here for a pen that we could put the pigs in. I don't know what I'm going to do with pigs. I really don't. I have no idea. But they're here. I could just slaughter them right now. Do I want to deal with animals? Sure. You know what? We're getting pigs. It'll give the tigers something to do. If nothing else, it'll give the tigers something to play with. So here's the plan. Okay, we're going to do a stockpile zone. I don't know. Anywhere, Dave. Don't think too hard. You're thinking too hard about this. You're really, really thinking too hard about this. Put it here. Okay, put it over there. And then whatever's in here can go over there. Okay, paste that. And then this can just get deleted. It's going to be a heck of a long time before they move all of that around. But here we go. Now, what have I got? I have an amount of granite. I'm going to make, instead of doing the common, wooden fence, I'm gonna make a diesel pen for these pigs. So let's do a granite wall. Let's do a granite wall like this. All right, I gotta get rid of the meditation areas here. Put one of these over here for right now, and then just delete these and delete that. Okay, build a copy of that, like sort of this-ish, and then maybe like this, and then within this, just do some... No, don't build copies of anything. That was a terrible idea. Just do some wooden walls like this, and just somewhere for the pigs to live, like a barn, basically. Do an animal flap there, and then I need a pen marker for this, so pen marker like that. And then, this is never going to get done anytime in the near future, but do a growing zone for hay. What is the season? It's summer. I'm not getting any of this, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a whirl. Okay, and then start doing that. Start putting all of that together. I'm going to need another zone in here for food. So let's do the only thing that goes in here. Why do I have pigs? Clear everything. Get rid of everything. And make this critical. No rotten things. The only thing you can put in here is hay and kibble. Actually, maybe pemmican. I think I've got enough food that we could be putting some pemmican over there. That'll just be a temporary thing. A manhunter pack of what and where? Badgers. Neat. Where? Over here. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Because they might get picked off by bugs. Can you guys all just go hang out in here for right now? I'm gonna have to keep half an eye on this. Yeah, maybe don't move that fast. No, they're gonna completely miss the bugs. So don't sweat that. Hinton, were you the one who's Witty's lover? Was that you? No, you're into the Rogian way. No. I don't know. Were you maybe the alms person? Is everyone else you'd ever know and love dead? Just asking for a friend. Also, Dave, you like have the mechs. Why don't we use the Militors? Where's my other Militor? There you are. I see you right there. You can't have gone far. Can't possibly have gone far. And you guys just kind of back off here a little bit. So, yeah, all right, we're already shooting things. But the Militors can kind of take point here. Yeah, they're... Okay, one's down. Where'd the other one go? There it is. It's coming in now. Militors should be able to take point on that just fine. And I don't think this is going to be too big a deal. Except we can't hit the broadside of a barn. There we go. We got it. We got it. We're not even going to worry about those. We're not even going to deal with those and try and butcher them or anything. Just leave them alone. Back to here. Back to my pig issue. Because I've got a pig issue now. Now I have a pig deal. Okay. I'm building all of this, and I don't even know if I've got anyone to go. Actually, Witty, you're into animals. You'll go and rope those things. Let me take you off the gardening idea. So you can focus on animals. So you're going to need to go get those. We don't have any of this built. But, you know, hope springs eternal around here. And then I'll need some animal sleeping spots in there, too. How many pigs do you think I have? 2. Okay. And that's probably fine. What can I train you to do? Special training. Oh, that's fun. I don't know what a pig is going to do. Maybe find truffles or something. That's the thing pigs do, right? That's like totally their thing. They roll around in mud. Yes, I know pigs are actually remarkably clean animals. Every time somebody says, oh, pigs, they just roll around in mud, they're filthy. And everyone comes back with, they're actually remarkably clean animals. Fine, they're remarkably clean rolling around in mud. But the other thing they do is the truffle gig. Butch is going to go around and yell at people. That's probably fine. I'm sure that's going to be okay. Smog is putting together my wall here. How's the countdown, kids? 1.7 days. Okay, 1.7 days, and we are the heck out of here. Next time I go somewhere, remember to bring a handful of components, because the thrusters might get damaged again, or something else might get damaged where we need components. So remember to bring that sort of thing, would you? And don't land in Bugtown. What was your thought process? Well, your thought process was gold. They said there's gold in this there map, and yet there isn't. So that's my landing site. Yeah, see, gold ore, rich. Look at this right there. Gold ore, rich. We've done auto doors. Do I see any gold? I do not. Is it in the mountains somewhere? Probably. Am I going to go look for it? Nope. Do multi-barrel weapons. I keep saying I want to get better weapons, and then I never ever get better weapons. Just never ever happens. So we will give it a shot. I'll research them, and then I won't actually do anything with them. I know a pen is needed. I'm very excited about that. I want to find out what the special training is for pigs. I hope it's truffles. Wouldn't that be exciting? Like, you have truffles now. They'd probably be very valuable. Bet you could sell those for a lot. Where are my pigs? Just for having the information. They're up there. Okay. Stillwater's fully healed. Good, 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 good. I don't think anyone's insulting anyone right at this exact second, which is just fantastic. And I don't have anywhere to put the pigs, so even though Witty might want to go and rope them, there's nowhere to actually put them. But we are getting our landing area down for the SS gift box when that comes home. We've done chem fuel from wood. That's cool. When we come back, we can quickly refuel the ship, start thinking about another journey where there aren't a million bugs. What else do you think I need? Warm clothes. For whom? Beta? Yeah, it's because you keep favoring the burqa. You won't get off the burqa tip. Ever. Oh, you're spending a lot of time moving stuff around. Oh, no, you're not moving stuff around. You're making components. Okay, that's a really important thing for you to be doing. Good for you. Stillwater's about to have a breakdown. What's your primary problems? You've been insulted a lot. Yep. Yep, nobody likes you, you don't like anyone, we're not killing people, we don't have mushrooms. Well, the pigs may work on that. The pigs may have an idea about that. I don't know if they will, but they might have an idea about that. And how's my infinite chem reactor doing? 1.6 days and we just get just random chem fuel. It's not random, it's actually extremely timed. But just infinite chem fuel forever. And I tell you what, when you got a spaceship, that's really, really handy. I know colonists are idle. There's literally nothing for them to do. Oh, the tigers are moving things around. That's handy. Actually, you know what? Maybe for right now, why don't we not do that bit? Because that's a really easy way for them to get in and out to that zone. So just don't sweat that piece of wall. I'll put something there in the future, a door of some sort, or the wall that you were originally planning to do. That could also be an idea. Yeah, the tigers will move all this stuff in. That's going to be very good. And how are we doing over here? Things are broadly happening. You know what? Just for dealing with the pig issue, why don't we cancel all of that and all of that? Just focus on the pig thing, the pig area, the pig pen, and then, we can finish this off later. This is not vital. This is just something I'd like to have, so when raids come by, they don't necessarily attack my ship, or the coolers, or the thrusters, or anything like that. How are we doing over here, guys? I've just basically got a countdown timer on you. We are 1.1 days from getting the heck out of here, and boy, are we getting the heck out of here. This was a terrible idea. It wasn't a terrible idea. Actually, it was a great idea. They're like, rich in gold ore. Cool. I'd like to have some gold. Pig 1 has started to roam away. I'm not surprised. Witty, can you do anything with this? Yeah, there's no reachable pens. That's the problem. Could I do a temporary pen in, say, the throne room? There's no reason I can't. There's absolutely no reason I can't do that. So do, sure, steel pen marker, sure. Smog, go quickly construct that. And then put a very, very quick area for any kind of food. Just make it just kibble only. So clear all of that. Just put kibble there. Thank you. Make that critical. And then over here, let's make some kibble. So go ahead and add kibble. There we go. I'm going to do it like 5 times. Dweeb's going to be really angry about this. Really, really angry. Who was doing the food around here now that Dweeb's gone? That was Witty again. Okay, I got to take you off that, man. You, Butch, you can technically cook in the strictest legal definition of the word. So why don't you please go work on some kibble, and don't worry about this zone right now. We're not going to sweat that until we actually get the pen put together. Did we get the marker done yet? Nope, still working on that. Smog, how are you doing on that, kid? Yeah, you're getting it down there. There's a mech cluster. Oh, super, it's over here. Everything slam into pause mode. All right, hang on. Everything just stop for a sec, please. Okay, baby's growing up. Fun. All right, good. So you are 10. Well, I would love for you to be interested in mining. And you know what? Let's go in the other direction. Let's make you artistic. Now, what are my odds? What are my traits here? Pretty, optimist, volatile, and nimble. I will tell you right now, we're circling right over to optimist. Optimist is never going to be a bad idea. It's just a permanent +6 forever. Tiffy. Tiffy is your name now. Oh, I like that. That's fun. See, you're already actually getting pretty good at mining. You're already up to 3. All right, no artistic skill, but I'll work on that eventually. I don't really know how, but I'll work on that eventually. So you are, in fact, now an optimist. Permanent +6 forever. How's the mech cluster thing going? Ooh, wow, that's a lot of mechs in it. Boy, that sure is a lot of mechs. Yeah. Do you have a shield? You have an unstable power cell. Those go boom real easy. Those go boom real quick. Okay, we need... Hang on. It's too much to do here. I need a new area. And I need an area, first of all, invert it. And this is now the no mech zone. All right? No mechs. Okay, and then shrink this area so we don't go anywhere over here. All right, just don't bother going anywhere near there. Stay the heck away from there. Everything else should be fine. And then I'll figure out what to do with that. I have no idea what to do with that right now. Did we get the pens done? There we go. We're doing it right now. Okay, cool. Witty, where are my pigs right now? Because I'd like to get them if we can. Witty, can you kind of deal with the pig issue? Yep. Stillwater's on it. Okay. Where's the other one? Where? Okay, that was the sow. Where is the... down here? Witty, can you grab this one, please? Yeah, rope pig number 1. Yep, there we go. We're just going to put them in the throne room temporarily. And we're already putting some kibble down there. Fantastic. So there'll at least be something for them to eat. I'll put up a couple of quick animal sleeping spots over there. Boom, boom. There we go. Dweeb's going to be really annoyed by this. What? A psychic drone. Oh, super. Group of travelers where? Oh, over here. You guys are all dead. Sorry, yeah, you're dead. Here comes the bugs. Wow, they just ignored you. That was super nice of them. That was really delightful. Super, super nice work there. How are we doing? 20 hours. Okay, 20 hours, and we are the heck out of here. So, team, just try and, like, hang tight. We've got a bit of a mech issue over here. Do I know how to do mortars? Have I learned those? Yeah, I totally learned those. I haven't done anything with it, but I've totally learned that. So, let's start to get something set up. So, let's do security and a mortar, like right about here-ish. And let's start to get... I don't really have everything I need for this. Actually, I do. All right, first of all, this is way too confusing. Take off everything. Thank you. Now, what can I make? Incendiary or high explosive? High explosive actually... It's roughly the same in terms of what it costs to make it. So try and get like 10 high explosives put together. And then we're going to put those where exactly? Where they're not going to go boom. I need kind of like a small little area right here just to do shells. So, what? Trade with Letro. Okay, slam that into pause mode. I don't even have time for you kind of people right now. Just do a steel wall like this. All right, and that's just going to be for the shells. You're going to need a door, Dave. Maybe not a granite door. That's a little overkill. How about you just do a steel door in there? When they put that together, actually just do a zone now so you don't forget, because you know you're going to forget, right? You know you're going to totally forget. So a zone. The zone, thank you. This is going to be critical for, what is that, manufactured? Yeah, mortar shells. Just put mortar shells over there. Okay, what is your problem, Letro? 2 bionic arms. Do you think I would give you 2 bionic arms if I had 2 bionic arms? Although the rewards are extraordinarily good. I can't possibly make 2 bionic arms. I don't think I can make 2 bionic arms. 2.5 days. Uh-huh. Where's Letro these days? How long do I get to do this? All right, I'm gonna have to sit on that one. I can't make a decision. I've got like almost 6 days to make a decision on that. I might actually be able to put together 2 bionic arms. So what does it take to make 1 bionic arm? Let's start with that. So 1 bionic arm is 4 advanced components and some plasteel. Okay. 15 plasteel, so 30. That would bring me down to 68 plasteel. It's math time. What did I need to do my mining bot over here? So I needed, what? 75. Dang it. I can't do both. Unless I come up with some more plasteel. I can't do both. I can't do my mining bot and 2 bionic arms. I'm just going to sit on that idea for right now. I'm not even going to come to a conclusion on that until I have a little bit of think. There, the shells are already going in. Try not to explode, like, out here, if you could. Really appreciate that. Did we get the pigs in? Yeah, the pigs are in, and they've got a good bit of food. There's a fair bit of food. Sorry you live in a throne room. You might live here forever. I'm not entirely dismissive of that idea. It kind of makes me chuckle that the pigs live in the throne room. So 2 days and 10 hours until what? Until they're going to just be awake. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to charge us. And what do you have your things made out of? Your steel? Yeah, see, the thing with steel is it burns. So some incendiary shells would actually not be the worst idea. Probably won't do much damage to you, but it might take down your defenses, which is a thought. Maybe after we're done with the high explosives, maybe we make a few incendiary shells. Dweeb, can I get a countdown, please? We are 8 hours. Okay. I'm going to very, very optimistically put this into super high speed because I just want to get the team home. That's how I'd like to wrap up here. I just like to get these guys out of here. This has been a terrible idea. Stillwater, what is your problem today? You're going to have a snack. Okay, that's great. Good. Have a snack. Yes, there's mechs everywhere. We've got pigs. Everything is going horribly wrong, as indeed it has a tendency to do. But here we are. We're just dealing, Stillwater. Okay, we're just having a good time here, Stillwater. We're trying to do the best we can. Okay, I know there's no clear direction for this colony. I have no idea. You're probably just gonna all die. There's going to be something that comes up, and I'm not going to be paying attention, and you'll all die. But maybe just look on the bright side of things, Stillwater. Maybe just try and look at the positives. Maybe we accentuate the positives here. Nope, you're going to have a freak out. Insane ramblings. You do that a lot. I feel you're basically insane at this point. You're insane rambling all the time. Hang on, the Dweebster's ready to launch again. Shut everything down. Go. Just get out. I don't care what the quality is. Get out. All right, begin this now. Okay, yes, begin this. Everybody come inside. All the mechs come inside. Yes, I don't care about a grav anchor. We are going home. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know it's polluted. Yes, I know. We've kind of landed in set up our colony in a very, very silly spot. Again, it's not an elegant spaceship. It's just not pretty to watch it fly. But it is efficient in the sense that it does maximize the space within the area. Okay. We're coming home. Put that... Where's my new, area here? Oh, wow, this is actually smaller than I thought. So, tuck this guy in here and confirm that. Thank you very much. And we'll come right in there. Yeah, it's not pretty. It's not a pretty spaceship. Okay. The team is home. Excellent. Let me just make sure everybody is where... Yeah, grab nausea. That's going to happen. Everyone is where they need to be. So everyone needs to be in the no-mech zone. And the mechs technically don't exist yet. Hang on. Animals in the no-mech zone. The mechs in the no-mech zone. Okay? Everybody just stay away from the mechs. All right. It's an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. I've got pigs. I've got mechs. Everything's just kind of popping off around here. Guys, do please let me know what you're thinking of this in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please do like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Yeah, I know your patience is wearing thin. My patience is wearing thin. I've killed a guy, and you walked in here in that shirt. What kind of umbrella is worth $1,600? Is it woven from unicorn tears? All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. I know you're all saying to yourselves, you know, where on YouTube do I think I could find this? Where do I think I could find this? And you're going to say to yourself, Dave's probably streaming right now.